Whether you're looking for a nice, close-knit neighborhood or you're looking for a grand, luxurious waterfront neighborhood to make your boating dreams come true, or maybe you're on the other side, you want a country property. You want to build as big as you possibly can on acreage and maybe have some animals and all of the toys like four-wheelers, dirt bikes, so on and so forth. Well, in this video, I got you covered. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Avery. I'm with American Home Team at eXp Realty. And as much as I love making these videos for you guys about all things Southeastern North Carolina, I would love even more to help you with the real estate needs. So the phone number, email address on the screen, that is the best way to get in contact with me. Whether you're looking to make a move in 9 days or 90 days, I would love to have a conversation. So reach out to the number. And while you're at it, hit the subscribe button so that you're updated every single time I make a new video. Now, with that said, guys, these neighborhoods that we're discussing today are kind of all over the place. I have a waterfront community for you. I have a country estate community for you, as well as just a small, quiet neighborhood. But none of these have been developed yet. So you're gonna have to use your imagination. I'm gonna show you guys on the screen some of the floor plans, some of the renderings, what the neighborhood's gonna look like, the amenities, the proximity, so on and so forth. So you're gonna wanna stick around. All right, and so the first neighborhood that we have is called Sawyers Run. Sawyers Run's being developed by Stevens Fine Homes. They are a reputable builder around the Wilmington area, and in my opinion, they have some of the better floor plans that any builder in the area has. Now with that said, this neighborhood is located right next to Bridgewater Landing in Hampstead, which if you look a couple videos back, I did a video on Bridgewater Landing showcasing some of the Logan homes, but it's located off of Edens Road in Hampstead. Now this is a nice, quiet, little rural area off of Highway 17, located directly between Surf City and Wilmington. This neighborhood's gonna be a pretty small neighborhood, and it only consists of about 39 homes. They're offering 7 floor plans. Now these floor plans are ranging anywhere from about 1,800 square feet up to about 3,200 square feet. And like I said before, I really like Stevens Fine Homes floor plans for the practicality, the luxury feel inside of the yet affordable homes. But also I just feel like the front elevation, the exterior of the home is not nearly as cookie cutter as some of these other builders. Now, I told you that they have 7 floor plans to choose from in this neighborhood, but they also have 2 different collections that you can choose from. One is called the Lakes collection, and that's the higher end collection, and the other is called the Oaks. And so they have 2 different deposits for each collection that you could choose. The higher end, the Lakes, is a $3,000 deposit. The Oaks is a $2,000 deposit. You know, not very different, but you do get different finishes from the Oaks to the Lakes. Different color palettes, that kind of thing. So while you have a pretty good selection of styles and floor plans, you also get to choose from whether or not you want the upgrades or not. And so for example, one of the floor plans and the cheapest floor plan for the Oaks collection is $424,900. Whereas the Lakes collection, that same floor plan is $439,900. So as you can see, not a huge price swing, but it is a little bit elevated compared to the Oaks. So you are gonna be getting some higher end, more luxurious finishes. So as I said, it's starting in that $425,000 range for the Oaks collection and goes up to $555,000 with the most expensive floor plan. Whereas the Lakes collection goes from $440,000 up to $555,000 starting. Now this neighborhood does not have any amenities, but the main draw to this neighborhood, much like Bridgewater Landing, is simply the proximity. You're about 15 minutes away to Topsail Island. You're inside of Topsail School District, and you're 2 minutes to Highway 17 to get down into Wilmington or even go up north into Jacksonville. And only minutes away from all of the shopping and stuff that Hampstead has to offer. But whether you're looking to make a commute down to Wilmington or Jacksonville or even go to Surf City for the beaches, this location is one of the better locations in Hampstead. Now moving on to one of the coolest, in my opinion, neighborhoods in all of Hampstead. Welcome to Delmar. Delmar is going to be an 88 home site community, possibly less than that. Resort style amenities. We're talking a clubhouse, a pool, a fitness center, tennis and pickleball courts, a boat ramp, boat docks, the whole shebang. This neighborhood's gonna have it. It's gonna be gated. And one of the biggest things that stands out to me with all of this new construction going on around here is that Delmar is leaving the mature oak trees in the community. So it's gonna feel a lot more prestigious than a lot of these other neighborhoods that are just simply cut out. You're gonna feel like you're in low country, very southern feeling neighborhood. Now, if you saw my video, a couple videos back, I did a tour of a $1.87 million house in Hampstead on the Intercoastal Waterway. If you like that house, but maybe you weren't ready to buy that house, it's the same builder. You can build whatever you want here in Delmar with that same builder. Top of the line quality, top of the line amenities, and once again, a very mature feeling neighborhood. Now, the proximity of Delmar is fantastic. You're looking at right off of Sloop Point Loop Road, and you're only about 5 to 7 minutes to Highway 17. You can very quickly get into Surf City to go to the beaches, or if you wanted to go the other way and go into Wilmington, it's only about a 25 to 30 minute drive, if that. And so a lot of these neighborhoods I know aren't for you guys simply because there's no trees, right? It feels very sterile. And so if you're looking for something a little bit more mature with a little bit more landscaping and privacy and shade, this is going to be your neighborhood. The interior lots can be purchased for $250,000. Whereas the waterfront lots are gonna be built over $1 million. Spec homes in this community are starting at $800,000, but you do not need to build a spec home. You can fully customize your home here in Delmar. So whatever the vision you have for your dream home, your waterfront oasis, you can certainly do it here in Delmar. And the other thing about Delmar is that all it costs you is $1,000 to get in. That is your deposit, and it's 100% refundable. So if you want to reserve a lot, if you want to just put your name in and get more information, $1,000, that's all it is. Reach out to the phone number and email address on the screen. I'd be happy to help. And last but not least is my community of KingBird. This is not my actual community, but if you put me into a neighborhood, it would be this neighborhood. And I say neighborhood loosely because you don't really get the sense that you're in a neighborhood, even though it's a custom estate community. Now, KingBird is unlike any other for the pure fact that you have an acreage minimum. You can buy 10 acres or more. And so those of you that are looking for a high-end barn dominium build, a high-end custom home build, a farm build, whether you want horses, cows, goats, sheep, chickens, you want to homeschool on your own little plantation, or you just want a home site that you don't need to associate with any of your neighbors, this is it. You can buy 10 acres, you can buy 40 acres or 100 acres if you want to. And oh, by the way, there is no dictation on who your builder needs to be. You can build it yourself. And just so you know, a little secret of Pender County, if you're over 10 acres, you do not need a building permit. But in reality, the majority of these homes are gonna be in the $1 million price point just to build, simply because of the cost of the land. But to tell you the truth, I don't know many developers that choose to build their own homes in the community that they're developing. And so in this neighborhood, both developers, both owners of this neighborhood are building their own personal residence in this neighborhood. So that tells you a lot about the vision and the belief that they have in KingBird. But really, the goal with KingBird is to allow you as the consumer to build your life, not just a home, but build your life. Whatever that looks like to you, you can do it in KingBird. So look guys, if you're interested in any of the neighborhoods that we discussed today, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Phone number and email address on the screen. That is the best way to get in contact with me. I'd love to have a conversation and see how I can best help. But until the next video guys, peace. See you later, bye.